Welcome back to Old Guy REI. In this episode of Work Van Confessions After Dark, I've been thinking a lot about our situation lately, and we've run into some challenges that we didn't foresee. Recently, we purchased a couple properties in St. Louis within the last month, and we knew they were going to take a little bit of money to get rent ready, and we planned on doing all that. We closed on those properties. We got into the repairs. Our property manager has been handling all that for us, and that's all going pretty well. But in the meantime, we're going through an eviction in one of our properties. It's a duplex, and that's been probably 3 weeks or so into the process. At the beginning of last month, I got a notice from the property manager discussing this, and so we decided to move forward with an eviction for that tenant. And just last week, I got the same email stating that the tenant hadn't paid and they were moving forward with eviction. So I was just wondering, why I was getting the information again. So I reached out to them via email and let them know, you just sent me this email last month. I thought we'd be further along in the process. What's taking so long? And when they replied, they let me know that it wasn't that eviction they were talking about. It was the tenant in the other side of the duplex. So now we're going to go through 2 evictions. We're doing the repairs on the 2 new properties, trying to get those filled. In the meantime, one of our other tenants is moving out. She needed a bigger place, so she'll be moving. So we're going to have 3 vacant units and now 2 evictions that we're going through. And with all that said, we had some issues with our triplex in St. Joseph, Missouri. There was some plumbing issues there. And I might have mentioned in my last video that with the plumbing issues there, water was getting into one of the downstairs units. So we actually had to place those tenants in a hotel for a few nights. And they wanted a credit for a little bit of rent, and they wanted a little bit of credit for a sofa that they said got the bad water on it. So we agreed to all that. But with each little increase in of issues, the stress level went up a little bit. And a lot of our friends in the group have helped keep me sane. We know everything's going to work out once we get these places filled. And this is the end of our 3rd year on our 2nd attempt at real estate investing. And so we've really had to put everything to use that we've learned to this point, and it's been super helpful. And it has been a little difficult to stay positive, I guess, because of all these little things. And when you're going through that, it just seems like every little extra thing that happens is amplified. Things like they found that one of the water heaters needed to be replaced in one of the new units. We knew it was at its towards its end of life, but when they did the inspection and turned the gas on, they noticed that there's a little glass window where you look in to check the flame to see if it's lit, and that little glass door was missing. And they won't just go out and find another little glass door. They have to replace the whole water heater. So a couple of positives that have come out from that are we're getting to use the plumber that our agent referred us to, that she uses all the time in that market. He seems really cool, and he's willing to obviously work with us being out of state. And then the other thing is we needed a couple of appliances for one of the new units, and so we were able to reach out to her appliance person. They sell new, used, and refurbished appliances. So we got a good deal on a stove and a refrigerator for the unit that we're talking about. They'll deliver. Our property managers finished the scope of work this week, so once the appliances are in and that water heater is replaced, we should be good to start advertising the unit for rent. I guess all of this to say that in the beginning I was getting a little bit depressed because of all these things that were coming up. I always I'll reach out to Dion. He's always got words of wisdom and encouragement, and like I said, a lot of our other friends in the group have gone through similar things and have been able to keep on moving forward. I think the biggest thing that's helping me stay positive and realize that we're going to make it through this is the reserves that we had. And we've said it before, if you don't have enough reserves and things like this happen, then it could knock you out pretty quick. So even though we're having to use a good portion of those reserves, probably about half, we'll still have plenty to keep us going until the units are fully occupied and bringing in rents. So if you're going through any issues like this, we're here. You probably know we meet on Wednesdays, and we have a Zoom call on Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. Pacific. And my email, too, you can reach out by email if you don't feel like coming to the meeting or whatever. It's oldguyrei@gmail.com. And just reach out, because I'm realizing more and more that it's a huge benefit to have all these other people going through the same, maybe not all the same issues, but going on the same journey as we are. And a lot of people are more experienced than us and have been through this before. So, hearing their stories and seeing how they managed to get through it is really encouraging. So, again, if you need anyone to chat with, reach out by email or come to one of our meetings. If you're not in the school community, that's been a great blessing as well. It's $20 a month for the ORAT school, and we'll let you know how things work out on the next video. Thanks for watching.